Hey guys and dolls, Allie here. I hope everyone has been having such a good spring so far. I wanted to take you guys inside my New Orleans trip. I had such a wonderful time and I thought it'd be nice to sort of put together a best of list and show you guys places that I loved the most while there. Because, there was so much food and so many things to drink and so many just experiences to have, from eating beignets until sundown to having some of the best chicken gumbo I think I've ever had, to shopping in voodoo shops and bookstores, because you guys know I love a book. I had the best time really exploring New Orleans. So let me take you through all the places that I visited, all the places that I ate, and all the places that I shopped. Enjoy this vlog. Consider it a little recap / this is what you should do when you are in New Orleans. I love Cafe Du Monde for a good beignet, but Cafe Beignet on Royal Street is absolutely where it's at. To me, sometimes they're a little fluffier and use a little more powdered sugar. So I would go here first before Cafe Du Monde. So whenever I hear about bookstores in cities I don't normally live in, I absolutely have to go. Crescent City Books was perfect. There was a bunch of books that I could have thrifted. I didn't go home with anything from this store. I actually went home with something from a different store, but the selection here was perfect. Loved it. Love the French Market. You're going to want to come here to pick up those trinkets, those little doodads you want to take home with you. Like I said in the vlogs last week, you can buy pretty much anything here. I was definitely so happy to be back in New Orleans. We had gone last year, but we were there for a wedding, and so we weren't able to explore as much. But coming back this year, we were able to do so much, and I was so happy with it. New Orleans really does heal the soul. Before we took our break at the hotel, I definitely needed some coffee. A girlfriend of mine told me about French Truck, and they had several locations around New Orleans. This is the one that was closest to our hotel. Loved it. For the evening festivities, we decided we wanted some Cuban food, a little bit different than anything that would traditionally be in New Orleans. We went to Manolito. It was divine. I drank a ton and also ate really well. They had this really good burger that I loved so much. Such a good time out. Nice date night. And of course, the night wouldn't be complete without beignets again. This time we went to the one and only Cafe Du Monde. What can I say that hasn't been said about Cafe Du Monde already? It's legendary for a reason. Always get the cafe au lait with it and eat at your heart's content. It's going to be messy. Don't wear black like I did. That shirt definitely got dirty.
Bye, babies. I'll be with you soon next time.
Next up, we have the Court of Two Sisters, which is a buffet-style restaurant that I absolutely loved. Depending on what time of day you are in the Court of Two Sisters, you'll either have a breakfast buffet or a dinner buffet. We did the brunch buffet, which included a jazz band playing while we were eating, which was just fabulous and gave me such good memories of my mother and I. And It was all around a great meal. The service was great. I highly recommend. This is an institution in New Orleans. It's been around for a very long time. People love it here. There's a reason why it's been here for so long. It's because of its rich history and its great food. So definitely recommend coming here. And if it's a good day, sit in the courtyard. I didn't get to. One day, I will. If the opportunity presents itself, I highly recommend doing some shopping while you're in New Orleans. You can practically find anything there. After the rain, we had some time to shop. We went over to the French market, walked back to the quarter proper, and then I just started looking at stores. I went into magic shops. I went into a couple voodoo shops. I went into another bookstore that I loved so much. I actually ended up buying a book by Grace Jones. It's her autobiography, and I haven't dived into it yet, but I feel like it's going to be a good read. After that, we went to the Vampire Cafe. I loved the Vampire Cafe. It was such a great themed restaurant slash bar. We ended up sitting outside because it was pretty crowded in there. And we just soaked in the atmosphere and thought about dinner. And when we finally figured out dinner, we decided to go to the one and only gumbo shop. We've been there before. We loved it there the first time, and I just had to go back for that chicken gumbo. That gumbo is truly divine. It's one of the best meals I've ever had. The Funny Library was easily one of my favorite places to go to. The coffee and the food was delicious, but it's the atmosphere that definitely makes this place. It's inside the Virgin Hotel in New Orleans. The menu's great. I had a latte and some avocado toast, which tasted so good. I wish I grabbed video of it. I didn't get to. As with any Virgin property, they're always funky. The interior design is always going to be really fun to look at, to get pictures of, to get video of. And the coffee is really good. I liked it a lot. So I definitely say this is a place you want to check out. If you want to see some different style decor, if you want to see some fun and playful things, and your eye just catch everything in sight, try coming here. Marie Laveau is one of my favorite shops. The House of Voodoo is easily my go-to spot. I know people say it's touristy, but I like it there, and the people are always fun there, and I get what I need there mostly. The rich music. Can never go wrong with just standing on any street corner where someone's playing music and just straight up listen for however long you want to. The Sazerac house was easily one of the best experiences we had. I watched other vlogs that said the Sazerac house was a really cool place to go to, and so I thought Armand and I would love it. It's a free museum. You do want to go to the website, which I'll have in the description, and you can book a time slot, and it'll take you inside the history of the New Orleans signature drink, which is the Sazerac, and it'll tell you how to make it. And you'll even get to see the distillery, which is so fun to look at. This was a great experience. Listen to Marie for a little bit.
Hey, darling. How's it going? Good. Oh, you look like you could use a drink. I'll just give you a minute. Once you know what you want, you just go ahead and choose. If you need me, just give a holler. My name's Marie.
Okay, Marie. What do we feel like today? Maybe a whiskey mule?
Whiskey mule sounds good.
Alright. Let's do a whiskey mule.
So back in the 60s, Moscow used were popular. You know, the ones making the vodka. I'm a big whiskey drinker, so I say, why make a drink with vodka when you can use bourbon? I'm gonna make your meal real special. I'm gonna use a copper mug. I swear it tastes better that way. And then we're gonna use Buffalo Trace. Oh, that's good stuff. I think the color says it all. It's just like caramel. Topped off with a little ginger beer. Add a lime, and you're all set. Cheers, hon. Enjoy.
Cheers. Thank you.
What is there to say about my husband's love of gaming? He just grew up with it. And so any trip we take, we make it a point to find a barcade or find somewhere where he can kind of get it out of his system a little bit. Not to say that I don't love playing video games here and there. I do sometimes. It's not my most favorite thing to do. But, you know, like I said in the previous vlogs, if you haven't watched them, make sure you look above. I'll leave a link to them. I mention it, checks and balances, right? You got to make sure that you're both happy. So we went, and I ended up actually playing a few games and liking it. You know, it's not normally my cup of tea, but when we have the opportunity, we do it. Then I maybe had the most incredible tacos I've had since I was in Los Angeles. I still think Los Angeles still has the greatest tacos, but Taco-tastic is definitely gave it a run for its money. I had a good time with these. Very messy, so make sure you grab a ton of napkins. I saw it in a vlog to go to, is it Sucre? I hope it's Sucre. My French is, I'm on Duolingo, ladies and gentlemen. I tried the Pink Lady. Very, very good. Very light, very fluffy. It had strawberries in it. Very flavorful. My husband had the cheesecake. He loved it. Can't say nothing wrong about a cheesecake, right? Cheesecakes are amazing. The outer shell was wonderful. It all was just great. And we've reached the last day of our New Orleans trip. I can't believe it. Wake and Bacon was great. It was great breakfast food. Fresh, light, fluffy, airy. I had eggs and bacon and lots of fruit. Then we went to Armstrong Park, which was beautiful. I loved getting all the pictures of the statues and all of the art and all the installations that they had all around. It was really just a beautiful setting and a great way to, experience a little bit of nature within a big city. You always want to look for that. That's Armand getting the worst shot possible. The New Orleans cemetery tour. This is cemetery number 1. You have to book in advance time slots to go on this tour. You can't see the cemetery otherwise. So I'll leave the link to this tour down in the description. I will say I have so many questions for Nicolas Cage. If you know why, you know why. Really, Nick? The Voodoo Museum was also one of my favorite places to visit. A lot of people don't realize this because I don't talk about it a lot, but I am a practicing witch. And to come here was to look at my ancestry a little bit and look at the craft. And I just loved learning. I loved exploring. I loved understanding. What easily my favorite place. And I went home with a cute little ring, which I haven't really taken off. Then we went to the Vampire Boutique because we wanted to buy some things, but also this is your ticket to a secret speakeasy that you'll see later on in this video. Another Hubs activity. He wanted to come to Central Grocery because of the muffaletta sandwich. We had one last visit from the French market, but we decided to go to the place where it originated proper. It was delicious. I love the muffaletta. And then we went over to that speakeasy that I was talking about earlier. This is Potions, a vampire themed speakeasy that is above a bar. I won't name it because you should do the work and go and get your access the proper way. But they have blood bag themed like drinks inside actual blood bags. I couldn't do it. It was a little strong for me. They also have tarot readers on site and a balcony that you could sit at. And I took full advantage of that balcony by taking lots of photos and a few videos from there too that you may have seen throughout my vlogs. We did get tipsy. That is very true. At least I did. So it was definitely time to eat dinner. We went for Korean food and we loved it. I had some salmon and some white rice, and Armand had some chicken infused wings. And then we took one last trip to Cafe du Monde for some beignets, and I had another cafe au lait, and we just took in more sights and more sounds before we ended up having to pack up for the night and pack up for the trip. This really was the trip of a lifetime. I'm so happy we decided to come a second time to New Orleans and really get a feel for it. These were all my favorite places to eat and drink and shop while we were in New Orleans. I hope I was able to give you some value here with this video. I hope that you were able to get a little taste of New Orleans through my eyes with all my vlogs. And finally, make sure you check out my playlists, my shorts. Anything that had to do with New Orleans is going to be in those playlists and in those shorts, and you'll get to see just how good of a time I had while I was there in New Orleans. If you liked this video, or if you like any of my other videos, tell your friends, share these out, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys and dolls. I loved sharing New Orleans with you. Until next time, or the next trip.